Omar Ruiz here at LeRu Investments, and I was just reading a recent article from the Apartment Owners Association magazine here, and it talks about rent control and the recent attempt to repeal the Costa-Hawkins Act. And there's been a lot in the media news lately about rent control, especially here in my state of California, all up and down the state from locally here in Long Beach to some areas up north like San Francisco and in between there. And it's become a real problem here in California is the lack of affordable housing. And it brought to mind some of the reasons why we focus mostly now in out-of-state markets. We like to invest mostly in markets that have a more of a landlord-friendly environment. And what we find that in those markets, and these could be markets like Texas and other markets in the Midwest, markets where it's more landlord-friendly tend to have more options for housing and more affordability. Uh, Whether you can believe it or not, there are actually markets out there in the United States where you can find affordable housing. Okay, it's a different environment and all that, but there is affordable housing in some of these markets. But here in California, it's become a real issue here and in some of these coastal markets because um, there's overregulation. And this article here from the Orange County Register talks a little bit about that. And basically what it's saying is that there's overregulation, lack of support for development, and it makes it difficult for developers to build housing because now the numbers only pencil out for them to build the highest, most expensive housing. They're not motivated and there's no profit for them to build starter homes that most people really need out there. They have to build the highest and most expensive so that they can recoup their costs and you stay in business. So that's part of the problem here locally in California, and why we haven't invested here. The last property we bought here was in 2013. We've been investing mostly out of state, in the Southwest, Midwest, looking in the Southeast, because those are markets where you can cash flow. It's difficult to cash flow here in California now. We are mostly cash flow investors looking at apartments. And so those are the areas that we found that the better opportunities for cash flow exist. So hope you found that helpful. Leave me a comment below and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on, what's the other one? LinkedIn as well. So take care, everybody.